God has said, fuck that. This is my chance on the world. I didn't live back there in Mesopotamia. I wasn't there in the Garden of Eden. No, I wasn't there with Emperor Han. I'm here right now, and I want right now to be the greatest time. This is my goal.
We were gonna be called like 1,000 other things, and then last minute I saw the word hell written, and I saw the P on the end, and I was like, yo, Eddie.
Slap the P on there, bro.
He said, yo, Eddie, what do you think about the HELP? And he's all, that's hot, B. And I said, aye, bro. And then Devin didn't really. So I was all, yo.
No, okay, so you posted on Twitter, I'm trying to start a band.
Yeah.
And then I texted you, and I was all, Noah.
No, that's not how it happened, bro. Fuck out of here. This is how it happened. I went on Twitter and I was all, I want to start a band, blah, 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 blah. And then Devin was all, yo, Eddie is hype and he wants to start a band with you. And I didn't really know Eddie, and I was all, alright, bro, okay. And so they came over one night, and I was all, okay, let's like, what kind of music do you guys even want to like make? And then all of a sudden, Eddie just busted out some riff, and I was all, yo, this is hot, Eddie. Who are you? And that riff turned out to be Wingspan, which is on the album. It's on Apple Music if you want to listen to it, kids.
Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Bandcamp.
Damn.
At the HELP.
Nah, don't listen to that shit, but that's how it happened. We live in the same shitty town, and I was doing some photos one time with Luca in LA, and Luca was all, yo, I have this model who looks like punk rock because he's sick. And it was Chandler, and like Chandler Metis, and we shot him, and then that's that story, and then I met him like that.
And then you told me, pick up a pair of drumsticks and don't stop practicing. You didn't tell me for a year that you want to be in your band.
Yeah.
And then
you're still not in the band.
You just said that. But yeah, I always wanted to be in a band, and I'd rather be with someone who's crazy than like a normal person who has a guitar and a bass. It's stupid.
Yeah, so that's the deal on that. Like 5 or 6 months probably.
I think about 6 months.
Yeah, and it was just Eddie and I in a classroom basically at a college, and we just recorded in the college classroom, and then yep, that's how that happened.
And until we would get kicked out by the cops at 11.
Yeah, true. 11 is the cutoff. I Google songs that haven't been used yet, and I put the lyrics down.
Basically, we just steal all the instrumentals, like, from YouTube.
Yeah, Eddie just takes like really popular songs and slows them down hella, and then speeds them up like double.
Yeah.
And then I Google like.
Y'all want some M&Ms?
Yeah.
Basically, I like write this computer code, and it like multiplies the sound wave by 69 degrees, and then divides the beats per minute into sections, and then Noah spits bars.
Yes.
And then I just sort of hop on there and just.
Chandler, you're not in the band. I'm just kidding.
Sure, I just sort of see what happens, and then they usually give me free.
Chandler high key is the only person who's like, actually that's a lie. Eddie's pretty talented. I don't know how to do shit. Chandler's actually really good at drums, so that's, even though I'm mean to him, he's way more talented than I would be musically. I just like to yell at people, mainly. It's my number one talent. None of them, they all are terrible. Confluence. That's the best music video with no budget of the last 10 years. You have no idea.
Every
No
day.
idea.
Every day.
We're not even a band anymore. We're done. I'm just kidding. Now, high key, we have a bunch of stuff going on. It's monumentally better than the other albums, so I guess that's nice. No.
You never get comfortable with what you've done. You always have to be upset with what you're making, or you'll never move forward. You have to constantly look back at yourself a week ago and go, fuck that guy. I'm this guy now. That's how I live. You have any thoughts on that?
No.
No comment.
Confluence video.
Yeah, Confluence video was crazy. It was like a crazy experience.
Wait, you mean in the sense of what's put out already, or what we've created?
Yeah, Confluence video. That's the only thing that was good from that album. There were a couple other.
That Instagram picture of us on thing, I think that's the best thing I've been in.
Yeah, well that sucks for you. Lou Reed.
Tom DeLonge.
So we made that song Wingspan the first night Eddie and I basically met, and then like 5 or 6 months after that, we dropped the music video for it. I don't really give a shit what I'm remembered as long as I'm remembered.
Someone who makes at least okay music, who's really weird in what he promotes and his beliefs.
So yourself.
Yeah. I just want to be known as someone who's really out there with beliefs. Not controversial beliefs, but...
Doubt it. But nah, that's a lie actually. I've gotten some messages from people like on whatever social media stuff that people really liked it and it like changed their life, quote unquote. But I don't know. I guess that's what all this matters about. If it affected one kid out there, that's what this is all about actually. We were talking about it last night. We can make, it's not about being cool, it's not about really being famous, even though that's most of the reason why I'm trying to do this high key. But it's really about making people like you and all the other kids on the internet believe that they can actually accomplish something if they actually put down the fucking Bud Light, Chandler, or stop partying or whatever vice they may have, and they can actually accomplish something crazy.
So I drank 5 Coronas last night, so accomplished some stuff. So.
Videos of building demolitions.
Pyrotechnics.
Horses.
Horses, that's the only thing that inspires me right now. Horses and like human anatomy.
Sci-fi movies and 90s post-punk.
Pretty inspired by freeways.
I'm never having fun. I'm either shooting something or doing this 100% of the time, or like making money, I guess, to support it.
Working construction and drinking.
Working at a fucking sandwich store and
For
working
1
on
month.
other music. Whatever.
Well, the last album, I came up with all of them because that's like one of the reasons I wanted to do this, just because I like music videos. And I just closed my eyes and hear the song, and I said, yo, actually, the real story will give you the inside scoop, Fernando. On the Confluence video, I had the idea for that video for the song called, a song I can't remember, I'll remember later, but I had an idea for another song, or for a Perfume Genius song, Queen by Perfume Genius. But I wanted to do the video for that song, but then I was all, nah, we're gonna do it for our own band, so that's how that happened. But yeah, all of our songs suck, so I don't know.
What about in reference to the ones we're working on now?
Those are terrible. We don't have a style. We just
Anything that sounds cool, really.
picked up something and I kind of yell into a mic and then see if it sounds halfway decent.
And I just bang on shit. Hopefully it like sounds okay.
Yeah, Country Music Award.
Mine
That's
was
not even trying to be like funny. That's like on some real shit. Trying to get a CMA.
I really want Kid Rock to open for us. I decided that last night, but I don't know how realistic that is, especially these guys have to agree on it, but if Kid Rock could open for us with only his 2000s hits.
Yeah.
And First Kiss at the end though. He has to close with First Kiss. Then I will be happy. I could die the next day if that happened.
And Yeezus for me is number 1. Yeezus is number 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Velvet Underground and Nico.
That's it.
And that's it.
Danny Brown Atrocity Exhibition, Yeezus, and Angels and Airwaves Love Part 1. And Screeching Weasel. Fuck, what's the album called? Screeching Weasel, My Brain Hurts. Those are my. That's all I can think of. My favorite mixtape of all time was Pretty Young Thug by Lil B. And I remember that's the most sickest album cover ever. It's got the bangers of the past 10 years. I gotta make my Instagram name that.
turns out it was taken by like a random Indian dude who hadn't used his Instagram account in 2 years, and I couldn't report it to get deleted. So I said, fuck it, let's go with Skinny Young Thug, why not? And then turns out Young Thug was a person, and I didn't realize who he was till a year later because all he had was like Stoner out, and I hated that song. So yeah, Skinny Young Thug has nothing to do with Young Thug, has to actually do with Lil B. And yeah, people always think I'm like a crazy devoted Young Thug fan, but I'm really not. Just a fan.
Why? Well, like this time or in the past this time? Because they all live here now, and I live in the middle of nowhere, so this is a good meeting point. Yeah.
Are you gonna end up moving?
Yeah.
Probably not. I hate LA. That's a lie. I really like LA. I hate the vibe LA has. It's literally demon vibe. Like you can feel the devil here. It's not even on some demon no. It's like some crazy stuff going on here. It's not cool. But I really like the city. So I don't know.
The spiritual energy here it's mainly evil, but it's also, I don't know, hopeful maybe.
Sure.
Yeah, shit's crazy, yo. Don't trust the fucking hype.
I am a fake cowboy, so I fuck with that.
I am a fake cowboy, I fuck with it.
I'm not a fake cowboy, but I fuck with it.
No H&M boots out here. No, that's the only difference. We're not with the H&M shit.
Yeah, I don't like H&M actually.
Like definitely a difference between like bad fake cowboys and good fake cowboys, I think.
Anybody can be a cowboy. It's just like Young Thug is a cowboy to me. Kanye is like a cowboy. I don't know if that makes sense, but cowboy is kind of like a rock star type of thing to me.
Cowboy is a pioneer and an individualistic spirit who transcends modern boundaries and all the bullshit that you think is actually creating problems.
It's being a fake cowboy. It's much more than going to Zara and buying Cuban heel Chelsea boots. It's a whole vibe, really. And to some people it comes naturally, some people it doesn't. But nobody is a real cowboy. Real cowboys aren't popular.
Real cowboys, yeah, everybody hates real cowboys. Real cowboys vote for Trump. Real cowboys are out there lassoing, horses and getting their hands dirty. You don't want that. You don't want that life.
And
You ever seen Brokeback Mountain? Yeah, nobody wants that life. But
And they don't smoke cigarettes. They'll dip Copenhagen winter.
no, that's a lie. They smoke mad cigarettes.
Well, like the ones you're around, not the ones I'm around.
All right, enough of the cowboy. Not Brokeback Mountain. What was the other one? I don't know. Hold on.
It would probably be The Signal by William Eubank.
Weekend by Jean-Luc Godard.
Midnight Cowboy.
Enough about cowboys.
Stop caring about who won the election. That's literally not the main issue. That's just a facade. If you're focusing on who won the election, I'm not even going to talk about it. I'll let Eddie say something smart, maybe.
The election and everything that you feel is important in government is a fucking illusion, and it's not worth your time, I promise.
I think Trump's a cocksucker, but outside of his bounds of actually seemingly making life more dangerous for marginalized people, he's insanely, absolutely out of this world entertaining to no end.
Candy? Twizzlers. Best candy. Twizzlers is the best candy. I'm trying to get the sponsorship from Twizzlers. Heavy. Easily the best candy. Anything these guys say is going to be irrelevant, so we're going to end it at that. I'm just kidding. Twix, probably. You fuck with
Twix are fire. Kit Kats are fire. I don't think there's one good candy because it's such a wide variety of different flavors and textures, and there's really not just one size fits all. There's no perfect candy. They're all just It's what you're about, man. It's what you're about.
Pretzel M&Ms, if I want a little bit of crunch, or high chew when I'm stoned as shit.
No, actually, I retract my statement. Cough drops are the best candy.
No, I really do like the Ricola sugar-free ones with the lemon in them. Those are fire.
Yeah.
But my tongue always swells up whenever I eat those, so I don't think I should be eating those. If I was sus, which I'm maybe going to be sus right now, I really like to play in either, like, I'd love to play a show in Paris, to be honest. But if I was trying to be cool, I would say, like, Moscow or Detroit.
Mobile, Alabama.
Actually, yeah, well, it depends. For our next album, album, I'm trying to play in, like, Texas somewhere in the middle of nowhere, or, like, Talladega for, like, a pre-party for Talladega 500, or, something like that, or, like, a Sunday, like, a post-church thing, like a post-church brunch social in the middle of nowhere. But for, like, right now, if we played a show, I don't know.
A sleazy dive bar in Oakland that you can smoke cigarettes inside of. I don't know what the name of it is, but I know exactly the place, but I wish I remembered. Just the ghettos of Oakland, yes.
LA, I don't like New York. New York, I feel claustrophobic, and I always have terrible health there, and I'm always just laying inside feeling terrible, and I just spend a lot of money on Ubers to, like, get myself pills and stuff, and it just never ends well. But yeah.
Los Angeles, really, more opportunities here. In New York, everyone's more keeping to themselves. But in New York, people are more inclined to, if you get the connections, they're more inclined to actually help and build you up. In LA, it seems like more of a lone wolf situation in most parts, at least in my experience.
New York is over. In the 70s and 80s, New York was fire. Think about, like, Patti Smith and all the things that happened there. Now it's literally a $15 Uber to Uptown to eat at your nice little vegan shop, and then a $20 Uber to go back down to Soho and maybe get, you know what I'm saying?
Opening ceremony.
That's literally all that happens in New York now.
Fuck LA, fuck New York, Detroit is the move. It's time to go to Michigan. What? Detroit's in Michigan. Detroit is the move.
Detroit is the move.
Bring back the motor industry, 2017. Fashion can go fuck itself. Just wear whatever the fuck you think is cool. Even if no one else is gonna think it's cool, just fashion's stupid. Anyone who spends their life worrying about that shit can literally suck my dick. I don't know how else to put it. I fucking hate it. But I love it at the same time. I love cool clothes. So I'm torn.
You see this leaf? This is this is fashion in 2016 is this leaf. It's a very fucked up leaf. Clearly has not been watered in a very long time. It's just a travesty. It's a mess.
I think fashion's fire in 2016. I don't even care. I literally don't care about that. I don't even know what I think about fashion, so, yeah. No. We're not talking about okay.
Fuck Saint Laurent.
No. Digital. Super grainy, super zoomed in, super fucked up. Anybody who's shooting 35mm film, which I still sometimes do, should be ousted from anything. If you're shooting film, you're irrelevant. If you shoot film, I don't want to speak to you. Yeah. The worse the image looks, the better. If the image is super filthy and grainy right now, that's fire. That is hard. That's why you shouldn't get a new camera, Fernando. It doesn't matter if your stuff looks cool or what people think looks nice. Nah, it's not about that. It's about reflection of the times. Like, you think it's cool to take a black and white photo of street style in New York? No, that happened in the 50s. We've seen that 1,000 times. Photography is always trying to reflect the times, usually. If you're trying to reflect the times right now, what do we see? We see images that have been downloaded, uploaded, low res, and they're lower and lower resolution that look fucked up and terrible. That's my little thing on that. So, film is cool and all, but like, nah, I'm not really trying to do that.
I feel like it kind of depends just generally what you're trying to go for, though, what you're trying to capture, I guess, like a certain feeling. Because with film, it's more natural and it's the actual light, obviously. But with digital, like Noah said, if you're trying to capture the time that we're all living in right now, and that's kind of more your goal, I think it's important to...
Yeah, Eddie's actually right, but I just wanted to make people realize that shooting 35mm film with pastel backgrounds isn't fire. That's not cool. We get it. All right?
No comment.
By the end of it.
We're either going to be headfirst in a ditch, and Chandler's going to be drowning in Bud Light and his sorrows in Sonoma, and Eddie will probably be doing something cool because he's mad young and smart, but I'll just be like hella depressed. But if not, it's going to be either that or we're going to be super famous.
Guess you'll have to wait and see.
No comment.